He is just in time.
Sorry
Just
about
in
that.
time. We are
Can you hear me?
live. Yes, we can hear you. We are live on the air. We're not like the main show. We're not going to go late.
Okay, about that.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. I hear myself again. So, welcome to Friday night and episode 103 of the Fancast. I am your lovable goofball host, Brainmuffin Lifting Nerd, or something like that. Channel Dad, Brian Lape, or whatever.
A man of many names.
So, TapAndDie, say hello.
Hello, I am now a Disney shill. I am buying everything Disney now. I'm going to the Galaxy's Edge next year. Woo!
And your voice sounds an octave lower than normal. What happened?
How's that?
It's the,
I'm trying to use
sounds
this.
like your balls have dropped. That's what.
I'm trying to use this gaming headset my brother got me.
Okay.
It has a microphone and everything.
All right. And last week we were too lazy to go on the air, and a fan complained. You know what we did? Instead of ignoring him like everybody else in the fandom minutes, try complaining about the High Council and see if you're going to get on. Try complaining about the Jack Show and see if you get on. Try Cecil Says or Doomcock or Geeks and Gamers or anything like that. Even Mary Mayhem. Try complaining about something and nothing will happen. But you complain here, we make you come on to the show. Returning again, the Appalachian American.
Woohoo! I'm here.
Yes. And we got lots of goofballness to kind of cover. One of the things that we were discussing right before showtime was YouTube and the protecting of the children.
Yay. So, please think of the children.
Yes.
Good job, YouTube.
This started from a lawsuit. Surprise, surprise, the New York State Attorney General. We're all good nanny all the nanny nonsense. It starts in a blue state. It either starts in New York or it starts in California.
Thank you, LMP, for that.
Yeah, we can thank LMP for that and his people. So basically, I tagged this channel as not doing any child content for children. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this is the marketing for kids. Some of it might be a backlash to these channels. I know there's several that are in the millions of subscribers where they have a kid open toys and they're really run by adults, but the public side is a kid. I don't see that to be any different than companies having, toy commercials with kids and playing with toys. This is just the modern equivalent. And so what it basically amounts to is parents aren't any good. And so the government has to step in. So that's it's the
thank you, government.
Yeah, it's the Child Protection something act. I don't know. It's the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. I think it's FTC or FCC. It doesn't matter. It's all federally nonsense. But basically what you have to do is say, we make all of our content for kids. We make some of our content for kids, or we never make content for kids. And if you choose that also on videos, it's not in StreamYard yet. So I imagine when I edit some things after this has been processed, you get to say whether or not this video should be restricted to 18 or older. So,
And so now basically if someone wants to get on, they have to confirm they're 18. Some videos do.
Well, I think you would know by your profile, because when you set up a Google profile, you're supposed to say how old you are.
Well, not really, because there are some videos I'll try to watch and they know I'm over 8. I'm old enough, but it'll still ask me, this has something content. Would you like to proceed?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
what are you watching?
Right.
Nothing bad.
Hey, man, remember what was the movie that we did a live stream for?
Which one?
The one with boobs in it. The one where it's like it was a Halloween oriented one.
Was it the Night of the Demons one?
May have been. That's the one with the house. It was like, it's time for the black guy to die. Time for the
That's Night of the Demons.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of videos out there, but see, there's YouTube Kids. I mean, this is the thing that gets me, and I think this is where YouTube is just going haywire with it. They're blaming the government. But this is when a company starts talking about, hey, we need more government. We need to be regulated. We need this. This is to keep competition out. This is a very expensive piece going on. I would not be surprised if it was, an inside job, as it were. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's not a direct, hey, YouTube going to someone, Attorney General, we need you to sue the FTC so we can have things regulated, because BitChute has to follow this. Although BitChute, I haven't had to do much of anything, but every time I log into my channel now, every time, even though on my own I've set it too, I have to do this. It keeps popping up, and I check it, and it's like, look, you've already told me I've gotten like 5 emails on it after I set it. It's like, cut it out. So I'm guessing that when I do beer reviews and stuff, I'm going to have to tag it for 18. No more boobs on all our female superheroes. That's right. Geek Primix. You know, that's
damn you kids. Damn
hey, look,
you.
even Gal Gadot, she doesn't have any boobs. But that's
already starting with Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I know I have to at some point. But yeah, so Jeff was saying in a video the other day, earlier in this week, that how a lot of their views are down and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be surprised. I was watching it was on BitChute, but this guy was a former engineer at Google, and they can tell what words people are saying. They actually have things that transcribe it to English, and people review it. They look for keywords, and I wouldn't be surprised with the language. Language is a big thing. So I was very surprised what the guy was saying that they have been working on for the last couple of years. So it's kind of scary. Kind of, anyway, it's out there.
It's out there somewhere.
Yeah. So that's the boring crap out of the way. Are you guys excited to be Disney Plus subscribers?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna give them $1 million if I can.
Did somebody sign me up?
I don't know. Did they?
I don't know. There's 10 million subscribers one
I
day
know,
after.
right?
Do you think 10 million people really signed up, or did they suck in all those Verizon customers?
It's the Verizon customers and a lot of those what's it called? People doing that week trial. And I'm pretty sure some are gonna come like after Mandalorian's finished. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But because I know Jeff mentioned it, and it makes sense. Anyone could have figured that. It's probably the Verizon people.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I may do the week trial after.
Just wait till after,
just to watch that.
Yeah, because me and my brother just watched that episode today, just to watch. I ain't paying for it, so I can watch whatever I want.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then Disney shares were up 10%. But have you guys seen the meme? I don't know if it's memes or they're real, where when it launched, people couldn't log in and had all those problems.
That is true, because
I just saw something
that
about
day.
that.
Yeah, that day it went on. I kind of forgot, but then I just happened to see ad, and I was oh yeah. So I asked my brother for the login, got it. I tried to watch a few things, and I could see that right on the app on the phone, the home part of the app. It says it's nothing available unless you go to the search. It would let me do it, but it would show that symbol with Mickey Mouse and Pluto, and it's
right.
Yeah, it's true. Like a lot of people weren't getting stuff when it first launched. It happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
And there was I think Clownfish TV. I'm sure a bunch of people did it, but I saw that they were doing it, and a lot of people weren't able to go because the servers were down. It's like, we didn't know this many 10 million people were going to be on here.
Well, I think a lot of it's the back catalog. The Mandalorian's part of it. Although I've been listening to some of Cecil's comments about it, and he's saying that sometimes it looks like there might be a woman in the suit. I think that's going to be the big reveal. I think even though they already did it in Solo, they're going to have something, at the end. It's like surprise, or it'll be like androgynous, or maybe she's trans or something like that. Hey, Prime Mover, howdy, man. How's it going?
Howdy.
I assume your gender. Howdy, Prime Mover. How's it going?
Don't assume his gender.
Yeah, speaking of that, South Park did a good episode on that whole transgenders in sports.
Oh,
I haven't had a chance to watch it.
It is funny that the transgender is basically just macho man.
I think the last episode I was able to watch was the one where you got killed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I died in South Park. My brother was laughing his ass off. Couldn't stop laughing. I was hoping though, when that White family adopted that little kid, I was hoping they would rename him to Jacob White just to mess with him. That didn't happen, unfortunately.
Oh, is it a character with your real name that died?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't kill Kenny?
Nope. They haven't killed him in a while that I know of. I can't even remember the last time they killed him.
There we go.
And then too,
Time-
they established that where he can't die. He has that superpower where if he dies, he just wakes up the next morning and nobody remembers. It's hilarious.
Well, there was an episode years ago where he lived to the end, and like they started showing the credits, and it's like, whoop, what, and and Kenny.
Yeah, he got all
goodbye.
happy. I think it was a Christmas episode.
Yeah, I haven't watched South Park in so many years. I don't even know. I mean,
Mhm.
it's been on for it's. I guess Simpsons is still on too, and that's the big thing. That's where I got part of the tonight's episode from. I understand that the Michael Jackson episode has been yanked off of
Mhm.
Disney Plus.
Yep.
Aren't they monkeying with some other things too, with some of the scenes or the dialogue?
They're
or
like
something?
they're doing some edits. I think they're doing some zoom in shots or something like that, like because it's widescreen or whatever. It's
Oh.
not full screen, so that's what's going on. That's one of the problems. I
Yeah.
didn't really notice because I didn't pay attention because I've sort of had it on in the background, but that's what I've heard. I'm not sure how far. Which I can't even tell you which episodes it actually does it on because I haven't watched everything yet.
Dang. Prime Mover. We're talking about Disney Plus at the moment, but have you guys did you guys watch The Mandalorian or not?
Oh yeah.
We can talk about that, and we can talk about Myles Garrett did nothing wrong.
What? Who?
Who? The last night's football game, man. It's
Oh,
over.
that-
He's,
oh,
he's
that's
been
right. That was his
suspended for
name.
100 years or something.
Okay. I didn't know that. I
No.
forgot that was his name, but I saw the video where he hitting that dude with the helmet.
Dude, he rocked that cat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that guy grabbed his helmet first.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of the quarterback grabbing him by the face mask, and then he
Mhm.
kind of retaliates.
Hmm.
Hey, it ain't nothing compared to what Hines Ward used to do to defensive ends, and he broke guys' jaws. He put people in the hospital. So to me, this is just the league
This is
slowly paying back.
2019 NFL though. This is
Yeah, I
current
know.
year football.
I know, but the bad blood that, in particular, Hines Ward, a couple of the other guys did in the last few years, but I guess the early 2000s, right, when they won a couple things and they were winning. To me, it's just karma. I look at it in many ways like the Cowboys, why they've been just so horrible for
You mean
years.
the Cowgirls?
Yeah. Well, see, they were relatively clean, and I mean for the time in the 70s, but their fans were annoying. And
Should
then
rename that team the Yellow Flag.
yeah, and then
That's-
somebody put in there, they were some journalist called it America's team at first. I don't even remember why now. And of course that rattled people's cages, but they call themselves that and their fans. Oh, it's America's team. And then when you had Jerry Jones buy the team and essentially buy him 2 Super Bowls, I think this is just all the karma is just finally paying him back.
Every time they show him in the stands,
Hey,
I'll be
and
telling
don't
him
forget-
he's
and don't-
mad.
don't forget the most important thing that we have learned in the last month.
What's that?
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that's right.
But
Gotta have to get that obligatory
so
joke.
give us
whatever
some
the
of
hell.
your thoughts on the Mandalorian.
It is the great. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the first episode, it started off pretty slow. I didn't really think about it. I was just sort of trying to watch it, sit down. I didn't really think about it first, but it seems slow. I think it picks up the best towards the end of the episode. I kind of like how I see a little bit more of the character because he was so quiet at the beginning, and then you kind of see a little bit of personality on him when he's fighting with Taco Tuesday, because there's a robot in there and it's voiced by him, by Taco Tuesday, and it was pretty good. And I know people were, because I was going nuts over the Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda, but
Yep.
that's so stupid.
What is?
Is it really like Baby Yoda?
No. It's just the problem is nobody knows the name of the species of Yoda, so they're calling him a Baby Yoda.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not that no one actually thinks it's Yoda. It's just people
Okay.
don't know. My brother says that they did name him at some point, but I asked him what it was. He didn't even. He said, "I don't remember." I'm like, "What? Well, apparently nobody remembers then, because nobody knows. So they're just gonna, for now, until they get something, he's gonna be Baby Yoda or
Yeah.
the Yoda baby, whatever you want to call it." My freaking
Hmm.
my brother's girlfriend was going nuts. She's all talking about she wants the toy now, and I was just, it was funny because EVS did a video saying they better start making these toys of that Baby Yoda, because they're gonna really make some money off of that one.
Yeah.
But I like the idea because the first thing I thought of, there was a movie that kind of had that concept, a Japanese movie. I know there's one story called Lone Wolf and Cub about, a warrior who comes and taking care of a baby. It's an old story. It's nothing new, but like I said, it was well
Hey.
executed.
Prime mover, we're not doing spoilers. He's just talking. I don't
Mhm.
think you're doing spoilers, right?
I
No.
guess I've probably that
Well,
baby
a little
Yoda thing.
yeah.
That
I mean,
But
baby
that's
Yoda
been
thing.
all
maybe
over. That's
spoiler.
been all over
Yeah,
the place.
people should know by now.
I don't
It's-
think talking cast is
Yaddle
unless
is a
it's like a
species.
surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Prime
Yeah,
Mover is
so-
quite insistent that it's Yaddle, and I don't know if
Okay.
he's they're trying to be
Yaddle.
funny enough. Yaddle. Well,
Okay, I'll
we've
call
never
him
had
Yaddle.
any other. You know, we got some more
We got a
Wookiees
little-
in the prequels, but I don't remember
Mhm.
ever seeing that another example of the species ever. So
Yeah.
I
Supposedly it was a
don't.
female one, but I haven't seen it. I don't know where they showed
Yeah.
it. So
So you know, and yeah, the Mandalorian's pointing at it. My understanding is this is like 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. that's
And I
what
can
was-
understand there being a bit of confusion, you know, especially on the outer rim, you know,
Yeah.
the Wild West worlds, if you will. So,
Mhm.
but right before the rise, yeah, and I've seen some articles pop up that there's some items even in that first season that have some exposure, some things to do with episode 9. Like, you know, these will really play into parts, and we'll see what happens. But
Mhm.
yeah, I actually have an episode 9 video to make for my own channel. Yet another article about, you know, how Palpatine, you know, survives his doom.
He's gonna get his ass stomped
Yeah,
Eve.
you
by
know,
Rey.
I have there's so many. It was I don't think it was Doomcock's video, somebody's video that went over some of the possible spoilers, and I was just like, yeah, please do that. Please have Rey just be unbelievably powerful. I did a video on John Boyega, you know, is he part of the fandom menace? And it sounds like now that he's no longer under contract, he's starting to let loose a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Mark Hamill was like one of the first ones. So
Yeah.
I saw an article the other day that said that he didn't realize that the like the people that hated the movie were actually in his favor, saying that they did him bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, one article I said it, well, there was one where I saw him. It's like, if you come at me, and I can understand. It's one thing if you don't like the movie and you're very vicious toward the actor, then yeah, they ought to come right back at you or just ignore you. But if you're kind of like, look, you know, I didn't like the movie, didn't like how they handled your character, and you kind of have a little bit of humility, I think that's a bit more a easier approach, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't know any of these people personally, so I can't say whether or not they're good human beings. But when I look at the Finn character, I'm like, okay, in the first movie, you stuck with some stereotype things, right? You got a black guy chasing a white woman, and he's a space janitor.
Mhm.
And then
Custodian.
and then the Last Jedi, you have him still pawning over Rey, and then he goes off and has an adventure with a you know, well, a Korean woman, but
Vietnamese.
we'll say Asian, okay,
Yep.
Vietnamese, whatever, but the you know, generic Asian, I guess you could say. And it's like, okay, you whiteys that are writing this stuff, can you know, this is like Song of the South in space,
Mhm.
you know.
It's
It's
kind
like,
of funny how people want to write when they want to do characters a certain way because of just to stick it to other people. They ended up either failing miserably or they do it right, but not in the way they think they did it. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, you think about like, okay, you remember the crows, right, from Dumbo, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so supposedly, okay, they're like a black stereotype because you know one of them's actual name was Jim Crow and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching that scene again. I was like, well, yeah, they were bad people, but when the mouse, you know, called them out on it, they kind of realized, you know, they were being assholes, and they tried to help them. You know, so it's a stereotype to help people that because they were even like kind of smart about saying, hey, we can use some psychology on him and help him make him think he's gonna fly. You know, use that with that magic feather thing.
Yeah.
But
Now
they
you're talking
were
about the
like really
original
bad.
Dumbo, not the
Yeah, the original one.
yeah.
Like they were like, yeah, they had some stereotypes. The way they talked, but come on, I'm sure at some point black people talked like that. They didn't get it from nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They didn't just pull it out their ass. But so the crows weren't that bad in retrospect. If you think about it, they were kind of mischievous type. But then once, like I said, when they got called out, they realized they were being assholes, and they tried to help Dumbo.
Yeah.
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 Just one
It,
discernment.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, stereotypes come from somewhere, right? You
Mhm.
know,
Yep.
I grew up in the South, and the stereotypical white hick, you know, was kind of a cross between, well, kind of some of the stuff you'd see, you know, you know, Huckleberry Finn or something. And,
Mhm.
but you know what? When I run around in the 70s, there were, you know, I'd run around all day without shoes on outside. It'd be, you know, 105 degrees outside and running around the blacktop and the, you know, the empty lot across the street and all that other stuff. And, you know, having to wash my feet before I got into bed. So, you know, it's like, you know, and when I moved from Tennessee to somewhere else, people were like, you know, do you not have any brains? You know, y'all sound like you're dumb. So even though I'm a brains, and Jeff Foxworthy actually makes, he's got a joke about that, you know, brain surgeon. What we're going to do here is, it's just when you find people who you think might be the stereotype and they aren't, and that's, you just have to be willing to open your mind and expand your horizons a bit, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Be all that nuance shit they talk about.
well, you know, when you meet people, there's always a prejudice, you know, when you first meet somebody, it's like, hey,
Mhm.
what, you know, it's Friday night, I'm at Chipotle. Hey,
Yep.
Eric, how's it going? How's it
He's
going,
at
Bill and Ted?
Chipotle's.
Yeah,
Of
it says
course he
I'm
is.
something. Hey, Eric, if you
Oh man,
want to, if
I
you want
love
to in, let me know and
Chipotle.
I'll send you the link. You just
Is
have
that
to be on
echo?
a browser now these days.
I don't know. My mobile worked last time.
I'm on mobile right now.
You're on mobile. You
Yeah.
all sound like you're dead. There's no background noise or anything. It's very weird. When you guys
Well,
stop talking, it's just dead silence.
dead silence. Well, I got this new
The
headset. Hopefully, you don't
death.
have to worry about hearing too much now.
I'm more southern than all y'all. At least you got you know. But see, he's got the they, I should say. Got
They,
what am I looking for? Plural. Man, I don't know where my brain is.
there,
All y'all is plural. Y'all is
y'all,
singular. Well,
I don't
y'all's.
know, man. I'm Appalachian. I'm pretty deep.
Deep
yeah, I
in
don't
there.
live in East Tennessee anymore. I was lived in back in the 70s. Lived in Seymour, Tennessee.
Oh, he's South America. South American. Jeez.
Oh, I get it. More southern.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh,
Damn,
yeah, the
got you.
impeachment
No.
farce. Yeah, we're trying to stay away from politics on here, Eric, but you can come on and say all you want about Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Talk about what's
That's
her name.
my my profile picture on here.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, look, if Bill Clinton could actually break the law and stay president, Donald Trump can be an asshole and stay president.
Right.
Right.
You know, you've got Biden actually bragging about doing the things that they're accusing Trump of that he didn't do. It's like, look, the guy's got all kinds of things he's done. Why don't you complain about one of those instead of trying to invent stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But and the thing is, okay, I know I said we're going to do politics, but nothing will come of it. The Republicans are not going to fight back, and it'll just get worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, it's all part of the game, man. That make you think there's a second party, but there really isn't.
The
So there
long
you go.
con.
Southern.
Anyway, back
So anyway,
to Southern.
no, back to we were talking to Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Okay, that was a hell of a
See,
right
LMP, when
turn.
you're not here, we get all discombobulated.
Yep.
Where
Anyway,
is he?
so
Are you coming?
I'm sure he's either coming or he's his computer. Anyway, so the second episode came out
Was
pretty
that
good. It was
today?
shorter.
Oh, okay.
It was a shorter episode, but it was pretty good. Him going, he's got to deal with those damn, what do you call those things?
Them damn hippies. Where
Oh,
the
those
hell's
little
that hippie
those
clerk? I need my Spanish towel.
what are they called? The ones that were
Over.
on the first one, Jawas, the Jawas. You had to deal with those and figure out a way to get off the planet. That's about it. I mean, but watching it was pretty fun. Just him trying to deal with it, and then like at the very end, oh my god, the thing he has to retrieve, what it is, it's not. It look what I have to you have to watch it. I don't want to give that away because it's so funny at the very end. Because the Jawas make him get something, and he gets it, and then when they get it, what they deal with is hilarious, and just you're like, oh my god. But when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I have to get that way. But he's off the planet, so I'm looking forward to the next episode since I can't do spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where I'm a Verizon. I don't have I guess it's Verizon Internet. I have Verizon Wireless. I don't think that counts.
It might just be the mobile thing. You can just look into it. Yeah.
If I on my mobile device, can I download Disney Plus? Is that what you're telling me?
No, so I'm saying, like, do you have to get a mobile account, not an internet account? That's what I mean.
I think what I've heard is you have to be an unlimited data plan holder.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's what I heard too. Yeah.
Oh, I got that. I got the grandfathered version of that, thanks to my daughter. I got one that you can't get anymore.
I think I still got the one. I still got a old one that you can't get. I think I have to look into it, but I had the account with the data for the longest time, and it's I still don't have a limit. I can't afford unlimited right now.
I want to throttle it back, but I got to get her off. Although it's gotten better since, when I redid the wireless network in the house, but that's basically, she was burning it up in her room because it kept dropping out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, because I have to upgrade my iOS. My iOS is too old, according to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have something.
Mac.
No, my iPhone.
Whatever. Apple schmapple.
Apple schmapple. I can do more stuff with my 9-year-old iMac than you can do with a 4-year-old Windows machine.
I don't have a 4-year-old Windows machine.
No.
So
burn.
Yep.
All right, Eric, man. Take it easy. Hopefully you can come back and rant and rave
sometime in 2 years.
He got that big promotion. He's a big shot now. He ain't got time for much little people no more.
He's gonna eat all the Chipotle he wants now.
He's making so much money he orders 2 burritos.
Right.
Burrito.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So anyway, as far as The Mandalorian, I recommend watching it. If you don't want to pay for it, I get it. Disney sucks. So just either find a way to get it for free, like the Verizon thing, or someone lets you use their account, or wait till the first season ends and get that 7-day trial and watch it all at once.
Yeah. Well, I think if you send Cecil a bottle of black rye or dark rye, I think he'll let you use his password for a month.
Well, there you go.
And you can quote me on that. Mm-hmm. So if anybody listens to Cecil, you say, see if you can get his attention, because I sure as hell can't. So there we go. What was this? The poignant story of the Mandalorian. Patricio coming to sentient being with a kick-ass Burt Reynolds mustache. There you go. That's awesome. Let's put that in the stream. There you go. Now y'all can read it a little better.
I'm reading it right now. Burt Reynolds. I have a feeling the Mandalorian has a little scrawny little mustache. He has one of those pencil mustaches, I think.
Yeah. So what do you think the big reveal at the end of the season is going to be? I think it's going to be a man or trans or something.
It's probably going to be. It might be a female. Hopefully not, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because the only thing I'm sure some people might get thrown off is the whole face reveal. They say he's not going to take off, which I don't care either way. But some people are picky when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I could care less of it. I mean, that'd be interesting, but at the same time, that's not what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to good episodes. I could care less about a big surprise. Of course, now if it does turn out, so I'm just like, and then just turn it off and like, I'm done. I didn't have to pay for it, but I got to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just basing my stuff on what Cecil's been saying. Sometimes when the Mandalorian walks, seems like a man, sometimes seems like a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone pointed out he doesn't look comfortable when he walks. So
yeah,
he walks weird. So I guess I really don't pay attention to the walking the whole time.
Right.
I mean, they must be really. If there is a woman, then he must be really, really pressing those things down with bandages and everything to hold them down.
Right.
And they've got no hips.
Or maybe that's it. Maybe they don't have a form. Maybe they're one of the. It's Palpatine.
It's Palpatine. You heard it here live, folks.
Ghost.
Palpatine is the Mandalorian.
It's Palpatine's ghost.
Yep.
Before he figured out how to come back fully and then harass Rey.
Yep. because
So
it's his granddaughter he's got to take care of.
yeah, right.
God.
Oh,
I
this
hope
is
that's
this
not true.
what their Appalachian American was saying Star Wars actor John Boyega didn't realize fans believed The Last Jedi did Finn dirty. This is bounding in the comics. Is
Why
that what
would
you're
he have
talking about?
known?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He just answered.
I heard him.
Say it one more time, Seth.
Yeah.
Will you say it one
So
more
he got done dirty.
time? Once is never enough.
Because he was
Oh,
finally
this
going to
is
get
a
him
different browser, you dork. Hold on. Hold on. Don't be afraid. You gotta hold on. So you don't
Thank
have
for
no
being a
idea
friend.
what that song is, huh?
Of course not. I'm not
No, we
freaking
don't listen to
2,000
old
years
stuff.
old.
You don't listen to that Regilius music. Come on, I'm going to share. We're going to do story time with Papa Brian.
Story time.
Can y'all
Channel
see it?
Dad.
Yep.
There we go.
Let's see. Yep. It even says they did him dirty.
Yeah, that's what
He did him dirty. We got a he got a Sanchez.
Let's see. Okay, there it scrolls. Recently revealed he didn't know fans believe this. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised because all they were telling him is the fandom menace is a bunch of racist assholes. Don't listen to them. They're jerks. Don't. Oh, yeah, we're so racist that we want to see Finn have a better story arc, like any
I
story
know,
arc, other
right?
than making him a janitor because he's black.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Poor Finn.
I'm not a fan of 7 or 8, but I like your character. Okay, I thought that was him talking.
That would have been funny before.
It's fine. I acknowledge the fans' complaints, but encourage him to give the Rise of Skywalker a shot. Not only did he encourage it, okay. What? They're going to let Finn do something? Is he going to rescue the white woman at the end? Oh, that would be funny. Palpatine's about to kill Rey, and Finn picks up the lightsaber and stabs him.
And then that Star Wars music kicks in.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, that's the wrong.
Well, that's fine. We don't want to get copyright
Yep.
strike.
I was
Disney
doing the
owns
Red
that.
Dawn theme song.
Bugga, 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 boom. So there you go, John F. Trent. Or do you guys want to? Did you really want to do? I can do my
Fatal J, what's up?
I could do my best impersonation of Uncle Ethan.
Go for it.
Yeah, John Boyega didn't realize fans believe The Last Jedi did fan a dirty one. Star Wars actor John Boyega recently revealed he didn't know B. Alan Orange.
B. Alan Orange.
Yeah, he talks about B. Alan Orange. Well, he's back when I
I
used
wonder
to
if
listen to
he's
him.
going to meet Mike Zero someday.
Yeah, Mike Zero.
Then he'll really know how dirty he got done.
So anyway, yeah, that's neat. Let's remove that from the thing.
Well, that's good. He's
No, not
finally,
racist. That's Disney. Yeah. Hey,
he's
Fatal
being
J,
aware.
man, how's it going?
What's up?
You can
We were
join in the
supposed to get
fun if
him
you
on at
want,
some
man. We're
point.
kind of dead tonight. We got started at 9:00 because of TapAndDie, and now they don't want to talk. They're making me do all the talking.
What do you mean don't want to talk? I talked about the Mandalorian, and we
I
talked
know.
about the 10 million subscribers to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Tune in next week when it's 20 million.
When they go, oh wait a minute, we forgot to count all the other Verizon customers.
Mhm.
Yeah, how many people have tried to log in? That's the one I want to know.
Yeah. That's
Wow,
just funny.
there's an article, there's an advertisement on this Yahoo page about dating women over 50, but that woman doesn't look over 50. So another thing you guys popped up into that chat was J.J. Abrams' new Star Wars won't play it safe like Force Awakens.
like,
So,
really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I mean to J.J. Abrams is what I mean.
Well,
like,
The Force
seriously?
Awakens was very safe. You know, when
Well, it was safe, but it's like, okay, like, what does that got to do with anything at the moment? We're worried about something good, not safe. We're not talking about that anymore. That's gone. That's out the window.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was just him talking shit because he had nothing. He didn't have anything better to say.
Well, it's it says because thanks to Ryan Johnson. I'm like, Ryan, look, I know I've said it a million times. Ryan Johnson did not put Luke. Now he turned Skywalker into more of a cuck than he already was, but Abrams is the one that made him run away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so let's start there. I know Hamill has talked about, but Ryan, Jedi's will have tenacity. They would stick. But I'm like, you need to tell JJ that
Right.
because
Yeah.
Yoda flees from Vader,
Mhm.
and what's going
Well,
on?
the
He doesn't
Emperor.
flee from the Emperor. He doesn't flee from a student who just goes a little bit bad, who has a bad dream.
Just a little.
There was real shit going down when he decided to seclude himself.
Yeah, like there was a purge going on. People,
Yeah.
millions of thousands of people were being slaughtered in one night. There was a long night of the long knives, but Star Wars style.
Yeah. Night of the
So
long
he-
lightsabers.
Yep, there you go. Because he had a good reason to run. They were basically outnumbered,
Mhm.
and the enemies were everywhere, so they had no choice but to go into exile. And then Obi-Wan, he was gonna watch over Luke. He wasn't gonna be doing adventures at that point, trying to figure out shit.
Whoa, what are you doing, man? You eating your microphone?
What, did I get loud?
Oh no, it's not like that.
Sorry.
I think it wouldn't be the fan cast if every episode he didn't need his mic.
Or my dog's farted.
How's
I'll let
that?
him out at 8:30,
Better?
so hopefully they'll be okay. So
How's that?
at least we don't have a Bebop and Kendo.
Well, there's that.
Well, that's LMP. LMP half the time.
LMP
but-
needs to be
or the LMP sounds like this.
No, that not brown enough.
No, the microphone heart.
Yeah. Well, guys, I just want to say,
Yeah, you can
Or
do
how's
the
it-
accent better than we can.
he's like, mind you now. I just want to say,
Yeah.
LMP, if you were here, you could defend yourself.
Yeah. Hey everybody, if you guys haven't checked out Fatal J's channel, please do so. I don't get as much opportunity to listen to this channel as I'd like, but I had to put that in the description. I know, like I said, Fatal J, if you want on, just raise me on Facebook, man. I'll send you the link. But yeah, this article was one of the ones. Appalachian American. He's the one that shared this, I believe. That after Ryan Johnson delivered one of the most polarizing Star Wars movies to date, blah 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 blah. In episode 7, I was adhering to kind of approach that felt like right for Star Wars in my head. Well, there's your first problem there, J.J. Abrams.
Had his head up his ass.
Well, he had it up George's ass.
Everyone's ass.
It's
At the
like,
same time.
George Lucas did different stuff in his movies.
Mm-hmm.
He did tend to you would have callbacks and stuff, but he didn't repeat himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you repeated A New Hope and called it a new movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it revitalized everybody, got everybody excited for, episode 8, and then but hey,
Yeah, that was a train wreck.
Ryan Johnson had an approved script, so somebody could have said, "Nah, Ryan, we don't think we're gonna do that. You can't do that." So much so, who was supposed to do the third one?
What was his name?
Colin
The dude.
Trevorrow?
Colin
Yeah,
Trevorrow.
and he's like, "Yeah, this ain't gonna work," and then he gets
He
fired.
got the fuck out of there. Fuck that.
Creative differences, my
Differences.
left nut.
And right.
Yeah. He has some creative. Yeah, he was creative as opposed to that
A
clown.
little
that
too
you guys-
creative.
Yeah. Let's see if this works. So here's a link. See, hopefully this shows up as Fatal. There's Fatal J's channel for everybody in the chat.
There you go.
So, and he talked about Mandalorian episode 2. That's his latest stream 9 hours ago.
Hold on. Did you see this one? The chat, the night of the footlong.
What? Oh,
That was a
Night of
good
the
one.
Footlong coming to 2021. Is this thing on? Yeah, there you go. So I don't know. Does that show up somewhere? I
don't see
have.
anything.
Yeah, there. I see it.
Wait, you talking about the link?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Well, yeah, I saw the link. I thought you were pulling up an article again.
No. But what's really strange is so Prime Mover, it looks like he shared, it looks like a peach. And the window that I have open for an Opera, but in Firefox it looks like a plum. And the
Georgia
microphone's
peach.
different. Microphone's more of a pastel color. Yeah. Now, so what do
Wait.
you guys? I mean, okay. So since you've seen The Mandalorian, do you think it potentially starts to save Disney Wars, or do you think it?
Hell to the no. The
Okay.
damage is done. Because you go on the WCBS fan page, there are already people fighting over it. Like, there was one guy supposedly calling everyone traitors for liking Mandalorian. I think
Yeah.
he got kicked.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like, okay, look, I mean, we bitch about we want good things, and we finally get something good, and we're talking about it, but suddenly, oh, we're traitors and we're shilling out already. Like, but we've been asking for good things, and someone finally gave us a good thing to like about Star Wars.
Right.
You know, we won't be those assholes that just bitch about every little thing. You know, we just hate everything. We're not nihilists.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I listened to. They were talking about that in the after hours thing. That's which is what I listened to some today, and so that's probably what they must have been meaning about. It's like,
Yeah.
if you want to go, look, but Geeks and Gamers is growing leaps and bounds, and all they do is piss and moan about everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't even really listened in a while because I was like, ugh, I'm tired. Although the car videos, you guys seen the clips with him and Doomcock?
Oh no, I haven't yet.
Oh yeah,
I heard about him. I hadn't seen him.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. I saw some clips, and I responded because they're going through I guess it's an In-N-Out burger drive-through, and Doomcock orders it. Yeah, it says plain dry, just the burger and the bun and a vanilla milkshake. And I'm like, first of all, it's about how my son would order it. and I was like, Jeremy hates anything complicated. He's just a simple man. Just give him his bottle of Yoo-hoo. And so I was like, oh, he's found his soulmate in the bland and simple department.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, golly.
You know what that animal style they talk about?
right.
I thought, how boring though.
Yeah, he's not going to go and order his home fries with extra bacon and cheese.
That's just boring.
Like, the most I do is say no onions on a McDonald's burger, but that's it. I don't like onions.
I like onion. The only thing I don't like on burgers is tomato.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It tastes okay at first, but then it gets all soggy. It soggy's the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bread, you dump the bread. That's the worst part of a burger.
The bread. So you just want a hamburger steak?
Yeah, just get 3 patties, put cheese on it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of,
I should try that one day.
Yeah, I got some new hot sauce. It's made locally. It's made somewhere in Ohio, but I put it on some pretty hot. I tried it in the store. I was at Jungle Jim's a couple weekends ago, I guess. Tried it on a chip. I was like, hey, this stuff's pretty good, and I bought some. And then I put it on. We had tacos yesterday, and so that was warmed up. The meat was warmed up, and it opened up that hot sauce even more. I was like, oh wow, this is hotter than I thought. It's habanero and something.
Oh yeah, habanero. Peach. That's hot when you get habanero. Try using that habanero pepper. Yeah, you'll have a good night that night. I remember when that happened to me. I spent like 2 hours because I didn't expect it to be so hot, but now I'm used to it, so I don't care.
I got it. What is the gematria number chart? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Yeah, the kissing and moaning can get boring at times.
Mm-hmm.
Leo Reed. I don't know. They retracted it. I was like, oh, a new listener I've never heard of.
Leo Red.
I don't know. Yeah,
La Rio Red. I'm sorry, La Rio Red.
See,
if I'm pronouncing it right.
It's grounded up people meet. Number 8.
Simple. It's people. Soylent Green is people.
It's something to do with Hebrew, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Soylent Green. There is a thing called Soylent. I've shared it, and they do have a green one now. They don't call it Soylent Green though.
I don't see why not. That people will go nuts buying that. Like, look, I got Soylent Green.
It's made of soy.
Hashtag it's people.
What? Soylent.com has expired? Was it a joke?
You better buy it late before someone else gets
it. Or did I spell it wrong? Oh, I think I spelled it wrong.
He got some porn site?
No, I don't know what I got. I got a virus. This is what I got. Dang burners.
One of those Trojans or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. When they break, it's bad.
What, the Soylent?
No, when the Trojan breaks. Keep up, dude. Come on. Why can't I click on it?
Just leave it alone.
Here we go. So this is, although the bottle is green and white, but I don't
Green
know
and
what
white.
color I think it's more of a, since it's a mint chocolate, I think it's kind of
It's
a
blue.
chocolatey looking color. So yeah, anyway, but there you go. There's Soylent Green. Dun, 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 dun. You guys have no energy. You're just kind of just, I just want to do this show.
I'm sorry. Why am I going to get excited over Soylent?
Hey, we lost
I
2
don't even know
subscribers
what
this
it
past 2
is.
weeks. We're down to 110.
Oh, that's unfortunate. No,
It is unfortunate.
We're going to lose our monetization.
Oh no!
Good thing we're not for kids, though. It's not a
Yeah.
kids channel.
Maybe that's how we grow. I'll tag everything as 18.
18 and over.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that YouTube
That'd be
kicking
a good
people out, unsubscribing people. Damn you, YouTube. Damn you to hell. Can't even take up their own people. They have to go to the government, right? It's the government has to step in. I think it's the FTC, though, right? From what I heard.
For what?
For that whole thing about YouTube. Back to that real quick.
Yeah. It's well, that was the New York Attorney General who sued the FTC or somebody. Yeah, FCC or I don't even know. I think it's FTC because they're saying they are promoting toys to children and marketing through children through videos that are not marked as advertisements, but they are advertisements, and we don't like that. Children have no parents, so they just get everything they want, and no one ever says no. So we can't let parents be parents. So, we're going to restrict everybody else's freedoms because of one person.
That one asshole.
Yep.
Man, you think they would have thought that through?
I'm not EBS. Oh, do you want a porn link? Well, see, I'm on a Mac, so I won't get all those viruses that you guys will get if you click on it when you're on Windows. So I don't want to
That's
be.
why I do it all on my iPad. I don't do porn on the computer or my phone.
There you go. Oh, look at
Not
Dayton
that I look at
Pfeiffer. Oh, yes,
porn.
the day the Sith won and the Empire was born. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Order 66 Betrayal, Star Wars 2019 PlayStation 4 promo. Oh,
Dude,
that's the
I'm very
game. Have you guys played?
disinterested in that game. I could care less.
Didn't it already? I thought wasn't it Jeremy posted like he got barely into the game and then it crashed on him.
I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen any videos about that. It's out though, right? Isn't that what it is? It came out like a few days ago or last week. When did it come out?
I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation 4.
Okay, because like I'm hearing little minute news about it. Like I'm not hearing a whole lot, so you could just imagine how great it is. Quote,
Yeah,
you can't say
right. Yeah, it ain't burning down your drawers to get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, so it must not be that good. Well, we'll just wait for the memes to come out because we got a lot of great memes from what was it? From Last Jedi and stuff like that. Stuff we can make fun of. You judge a movie by its memes.
or a video game.
Yep.
Yeah. I would.
I swear I'm trying.
When's it coming out for Intellivision? Then I'll buy it.
I don't know.
You guys ever play in Intellivision? You don't even know what that is.
The playing on television? That's what I usually play my games on.
Intellivision, you buffoon.
No, I don't know what that is. Is that some ancient religion or something?
Yes, it is.
Some hokey religions? Is that how they did it back in the day? They did it in television?
Oh, yes. It was an awesome platform till Mattel decided they didn't want to be in the business anymore.
Oh, okay. Mattel.
Yeah, I thought I'd share this previously.
I know you talked about certain computer games, but I don't know about in television.
Dun, 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 dun,
I can tell you
dun.
about Leapfrog. That was a thing. I mean, I still think they make it.
What the hell just happened?
It's that Trojan horse got him.
I don't know what the heck that is.
It's just a little video of LMP saying, "No, forgot to say the magic word."
I tried to post an image of the Intellivision, and that's what happened. Because there's an image of the which one was a prototype, and then the one that actually came out. Then there was Intellivision 2. Let's see. This is the second one. They made it with Atari 2600. There you go. Let's see if that'll work.
Put it up on the screen so I can't see. I can't look at the links.
Oh yeah, I'm a buffoon. I'm what we call a dumbass. I'm older than your mama.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
Thanks a lot. You're supposed to say no.
Heck no, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not as old as Jeff's mama, so
I wouldn't know about that.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Oh.
So let's see if I can do this right.
It looks like a big cassette tape.
Why won't it let me pull it out? Oh,
that's what she said.
You piece of junk. Well, anyway, that is the original. That's Intellivision 2. This is a prototype as far as I can remember. I don't think that was, unless that was the early Mattel console. Which one are you looking at now? See, now I got, yeah.
See, I can see one, all the images on the left, and then one in a black screen to the right.
Yeah, I know. So but there you go. So Intellivision, and it had a pretty decent system for the time. It actually was pretty good.
Was it better than the vending machine?
The vending machine, yeah.
Yeah, like it knows when you're going to do something, but it doesn't know that it knows.
Oh, there you go. I don't remember this ad.
Ooh, hello. There's our Asian girl for our title card.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes to YouTube. I don't want to go to YouTube. That is hilarious. That's a YouTube. It even says it's a YouTube video. Yeah, that would be. Well, I'll update it with that one. And then Intellivision 3, I don't remember an Intellivision 3. So no, Mattel was.
It could be for RoboCop theme.
Yeah, it's got a door like the Nintendo. Yeah, they were doing well, and then they decided we're done. Like overnight, they just quit everything. They just dumped everything. And I forget what year that was. Then they called it a crash. It really wasn't a crash. It was just that there was, especially for the 2600, since it wasn't a platform that didn't have any copyright stuff, so many people ripped it off, and then we're making so many stupid games that just saturated the market. Because then Nintendo came out, I want to say 85, and it started to do pretty well. So yeah, this is the Intellivision. You had the computer that you could do. The ColecoVision was another one that I actually had a ColecoVision, and you could hook an Atom computer.
That one looks like a piano right there at the bottom.
Yeah, it was an attachment, I think, for the keyboard. But that was the thing that they were talking about doing, because home computers were starting to become more popular, and you would get things like to attach them to your video console. Now, the 2600 didn't have enough memory. If I remember correctly, it had 8K. It did have a 6502, but they lessened it for the.
Man, I can't even imagine 8K memory.
Where is Lape? I'm here. Am I supposed to show myself?
At least once.
There you go. There I am. There you are.
Pour yourself out.
Hey, look at that. See, it's 6 months older. Good. All right.
Well, that's good.
What's your other topic?
I guess I could mention the Sonic thing. Because apparently they deliver. A lot of people are going crazy because they went ahead and updated the character. He doesn't look like something from your nightmares anymore. And a lot of people are really responding positively to this. Like a company that listens to its customers, who'd have thunk it, right?
Yep.
But it happened. So hopefully people will go out and watch it, because I plan on watching it, at least to show, hey, you did with it. I'm not even a fan. I really didn't care, but that's just cool of them to do that. So I don't mind supporting that. I'll probably go try to check it out when it comes out on theaters. Because I mean, they didn't go around calling everyone racist, bigots, and transphobes and homophobes and all that, everything above. And instead, they just listened, say, "Hey, okay, we see you got a problem with this. We'll go ahead and try to fix this." And it seems like they're doing a good job. I'm not saying the movie's going to be good, but it'll be decent compared to what it probably originally was. And everyone's happy there's no gangster's paradise.
Yeah. Holy crap!
What now?
What?
His computer crashed again.
No, check this out.
You need to stop looking at porn, man.
I know. I'm an old man. Although apparently Prime Mover's older than I am, so.
Mm-hmm. What, by a couple thousand or something? No.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot I was 12,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
According to these guys. Check that out. Anybody got a spare?
Oh shit!
Is that
Dropping
an
much
American money?
It better be pesos.
Well,
because I would not pay that much. If I'm gonna buy that much, I'm gonna buy a gun or something, or to a car or something.
Well, it's the you're talking about the Intellivision 3, which I don't remember at all, but that's a lot of game cartridges. You know, that was the Intellivision 3 system. Although that looks like the regular Intellivision.
It's one of those
that's what the
bootleg copies from China. Soldier Boy's gonna put a label on it.
See, these were smaller. The Activision had these kind of. No, this was Activision. I think. This was Nintendo, because Nintendo was a they made software for a long time, but I think it was the Activision the Intellivision had the smaller cartridges, and Activision like this, and they had an adapter for the 2600 on the end of it. But Intellivision, that doesn't match that other ad. This thing here, but good grief, $5,000.
Mm-hmm. Shit, that motherfucker better hand deliver it.
Yeah. How many people have bid on that?
Not much. How many?
I don't know. I haven't logged in. I haven't been on eBay.
Okay. I thought usually it tells you. It tells you if you.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to log in or whatever, but seeing those graphics, that just looks like a regular Intellivision to me. Those graphics right there, that doesn't match what that other thing was showing.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're the expert on
this. This is buyer beware
consoles.
Here. I mean, yeah, you've got all these old games in their boxes. Yeah, I don't know. Donkey Kong Jr. I had that for ColecoVision. That was a good game.
It's like video cassettes right there.
Yeah, Snafu. See, this is the original television. The Snafu, I had a friend, that was a pretty cool game. It was you controlled a worm, and you had to be careful not to run back on yourself.
The ends? Yeah. That's Snake, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But I think Snafu was like that. But you were trying to box the other person in while you didn't box yourself in. And then that became the light cycles on Tron.
Buy it late and do a review on it for your channel.
I need a few more than 1,500 subs to afford that. Okay.
Yep. Be like,
maybe 150,000 subs. I could buy that. I need more than 200 views on a video too. So.
Well.
Yeah, I didn't even check my. Yeah, I didn't even check my. I had a James Bond video go live. Did you guys hear about this?
No, I haven't heard any recent news about James Bond.
That 10 whole views. I haven't promoted it yet either, but in the new movie, he's getting married, but his wife is not taking his name.
Okay, that I heard about. I thought maybe there's more new news.
Yeah, this is from a few days ago, and the term Bond girl is
banned on the set.
Banned from the set,
which is stupid. I mean, come on, that's a staple of the James Bond series, the Bond girl.
Yeah,
just like the Aston Martin or the Gadgets or the Walther PPK, you know.
Right.
You know, stuff like that, and they got a problem with just saying Bond girl. I mean, you are a girl, right? And you're in a Bond movie. It does make sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree, Prime Mover. Yeah, it's well, you think about it, you know, the Bond girls, they're not. There's usually something to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're more than one dimensional. If they're really bimbo-y, be careful because they're probably faking and they're assassins.
Mm-hmm.
If they're really hot and not aware that they're hot, they're probably nerds, right? So quite often they're either trying to get him killed or they
have some kind of stake in it.
They help him, with the mission. Now there are a few exceptions. I mean, the one lady who gets killed by Goldfinger, and maybe in some of the early ones are a bit less like that. But Bong Girl.
Bong Girl.
There you go. Here we got to share that one. Bong Girl's that
Bong Girl.
That crew. But yeah, it's like, why is he getting now? Are they going to do like they did for Lazenby and his wife gets killed at the end of the movie?
Shoot that bitch. That the SJWs would just lose their shit if they killed her off. So probably not. And speaking of that, I saw on the Disney Plus, I forgot what I was looking, the scene I was looking for, but I watched Captain Marvel. And I was, going through, I wanted to see the Quinjet just to see what it looked like. And then I was going through it and I saw Monica Rambeau. And I was like, man, her eyes look funny. I don't know. There's something about her. And she got those big eyebrows. She just looks weird. Like, she looked better with the sunglasses at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, for the Captain Marvel movie?
Yeah, Monica Rambeau, her friend or whatever, at the beginning of the movie. You see her.
I thought, no, that's not Monica. Monica's her daughter.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Was it Maria?
Something like that.
Yeah, anyway, the Rambeau person, her friend, her black friend, her token black friend. Right. She had the sunglasses on or whatever, but then like later when I saw close up, I was like, man, your eyes look funny for some reason. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I'm seeing something, and I think, man, they want this one to be in the James Bond film.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she looks weird.
But it could be, again, a lot of it could just be the way that they filmed that. I've seen other pictures of her, and she doesn't look too bad. And yet you look at pictures from the set and she's in this frumpy outfit, like, kind of like what they did with Kelly Marie Tran.
That poor woman.
Take a cute, vibrant young woman and you put her in a potato sack and give her a stupid ass haircut. And
speaking of potato sack, on the last night's show, Jeff was referring to these animals that are on the Mandalorian. He said it's looks like a potato with the legs, and Kendall's like, yeah, so it's a roast tico.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. I last night I came, what was that, 8:30, and they weren't live yet, and I waited and it's like, I got stuff to do, and apparently like 2 minutes after I left they went live.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, because I said I saw that what's his name who hasn't been on tonight, shoot, the guy from Australia, not David Applegate, the other one, Chris, yeah, Chris Wicks had posted about it, and it's like, oh, they went live, and Jeff responded like, yeah, Lape, at 8:36 or something like that. So it's like, oh, okay, well,
at least they remembered you.
Sure, Prime Mover, as long as you don't say anything too crazy.
Yep. Don't want to get banned.
Well, now I know how much YouTube is listening, but are you on Facebook? We'll have to figure out how to get you the link. So if you are, hit us up. If not, hit me up on Twitter as Brainmuffin. That's the @Brainmuffin that you see there in my piece. That is my Twitter handle.
Just not Cup Muffin, Brainmuffin.
Yeah. There is a Fancast Twitter as well. If you want to send something to that is at the Fancast. Believe it or not.
Spelled with the knee.
Right.
Because we are mere peasants.
We are mere peasants. Yeah, this has really gone weird since Kendo and I first started this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Every once in a while I listen to that first introduction. It's really bad. I won't embarrass y'all. No, I just don't want to get banned from YouTube. That's all.
That's fine.
That's
it's like anybody's game. Because anyone can get banned. I mean, like, somebody, like, I forgot who it was, but they suddenly got banned, and it's just out of nowhere. You just seen all these channels getting, they get suicide, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And then It's like, fuck YouTube on that. So I'm glad I don't pay for anything from them. I'll do it as free, whatever I can at them. Because, yeah, there's some videos I like to watch. But if it goes down, I'm not going to cry about it.
All right, Prime Mover, if you have an email account, you may email us at thefancast@gmail.com.
The best mail.
.com. So it's the fancast with an E on the cast at gmail.com. And everybody will know.
Like our secret.
It's all right. Well,
we're going to
hey,
get flooded with those emails now.
Yeah, we are. I'm Prime Mover. No, I'm Prime Mover. No, I'm Prime Mover.
Wait,
I don't know where did Fatal J leave, or did he just stop chatting in the
Veterans Day show last year on
FTC? All right, I got to find out what that is.
He was Prime Mover was on the Veterans Day. Was that one where all the veterans people showed up? Is that the one you're talking about? And I know because one of them was in the Navy, and there was some in the Marines, and I don't know if there was any Army
last
ones.
year.
Yeah, remember they did. I guess it was last year. Yeah, when they did that whole nothing but veterans on there. That was a cool episode. It's probably the best thing you can hear is guys in the military telling their stories. Like my brother tells me some funny ass stories too every once in a while. I'll ask him. And then too, he invited me to go with one of his Marine friends who's doing like a New Year's party. He says it's not going to be nothing there but Marine, so you can get all the stories you want to listen to.
Oh, geez.
That's mostly what he's inviting, but they know that I wanted to do some stories in military, and he said this will be the best thing for you, so you can learn. Just listen to what they got to say, and they'll tell you everything you need to know.
Federal Trade Commission, FTC. Well, I didn't know this. Google's YouTube hit with a $170 million fine over children's privacy.
Chump change
that
to
was
them.
September 4th, 2019.
Oh, he was the Navy one, because I think. Were you the one that you told that story about those the drill sergeant, if I'm saying it right, or one of the officers didn't cuss or something like that? You weren't allowed to cuss, and at the very end he did. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Navy, when they make you an officer, they install a pole up your ass the whole time you're in. Yeah. My dad was in the Army, and yeah, my mom had nothing. She's like, yeah, they're jerks.
Mm-hmm.
But the Air Force is the
Chair Force?
Huh?
The Chair Force?
The Chair Force, yeah. It's the country club of the armed services.
They're looking for that next golf course.
Yeah. That's but I've even had enlisted. I've known some people that were enlisted in the Air Force. No, they didn't.
Yeah, it was him. That was a great story, dude. I love that story you told. It's just been so long since I heard it. I'm talking. So now we really got to get this guy on here with us.
All right.
So hit us up. Oh yeah, and speaking of, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the next episode because I'm gonna be in Kansas. Hopefully this time I'll make it to Kansas.
What do you mean this time? What happened last time?
Well, remember last time how I was like, oh, I'm not going to be here because I'm going to Kansas. Well, that didn't work because my dad got sick, but he's gotten sick twice in a row. And all those times it was because we were going to Kansas. So I'm like, I'm telling everyone, I said, well, third time's the charm. Hopefully he doesn't get sick. So
maybe he doesn't want to go.
No, he wants to go because I've been wanting to go. And it's fun going to Kansas. We go to his uncle's house and it's like one house is probably like a couple miles down the road, but that's it. Everywhere else, nothing. It's just flat and there's nobody around. It's fun. Go out there and shoot guns and stuff.
Blow stuff up.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a copy of either The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens and shoot at it just like Kendo was going to do.
Yeah. Drill instructor. There you go. There's your.
Okay. Because I thought they called him something else in the Navy. Yeah.
Well, drill instructor. They're not sergeants in the Navy.
Yeah.
Petty officers, I think, right? Chief petty officer. It's been a long time since I've done the ranks. The Army's pretty bland. They're just sergeant, staff sergeant, that kind of thing. But the Navy and the Air Force, they, depending on what job you're in, many times you might be an E4, E5, but you'll have a different name based on your job position.
Thank you, Navy, for giving the Marines a ride everywhere they need to go.
Olathe, Kansas. Is that where he's from?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, did his time in the Navy, and he went as far inland as he could.
Well, there's rivers, aren't there, and ponds?
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to worry about the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. My father-in-law was in the Navy. He was on
in the
missile
Navy.
cruiser, a cruise missile destroyer, I think is what he was on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
See, there you go.
well, hey
Company
man, you're not
commanders.
too far from Kendo, I think.
What, no,
No.
Kansas? Like, isn't that further?
No, he's in Missouri. He's on the other side. He's in St. Louis, Missouri, not
Yeah.
well, he's not in St. Louis. He's somewhere around St. Louis. I don't know exactly where.
Well, I'll be going to Osawatomie, Kansas. That's where I'll be going at. Apparently, there was a famous battle happened there during just before the Civil War. I forgot what his name was. That dude that tried to arm the slaves, and it didn't work
That dude
out.
that tried to arm the slaves. You mean Jim Brown?
Yeah, there we go, Jim Brown.
Oh, that's just south of where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that's Osawatomie? Or what did you say?
Osawatomie.
Osawatomie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was that before? I guess that was before Harper's Ferry because that's when they captured him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but it's what in Harper's Ferry. I've been that's in now West Virginia, but at the time it was just Virginia.
West Virginia. He's closer to Joel.
God, Virginia.
Joel
Hastings.
No, Joel Hastings is in Virginia.
No, he moved.
Like me.
He did.
Didn't he move?
I thought he
he's
lived in.
Unless he's talking about another Joel, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry about that.
Maybe thinking Joel.
He just said Joel, and the first Joel I thought of was Joel Hastings. Because that's the second oldest motherfucker on the planet.
Hastings lives in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Like 4
Yeah,
hours
because
away.
he wasn't too far away from that shootout where that happened to those guys. Remember they shot up that baseball field or something like that? Those senators or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That was up towards DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was around there because I remember them guys talking about it, how he heard about it and he was close by it. So unless he moved again, I don't know about it. I don't keep track of him.
Well, I finally met him in Chicago at Celebration. So he came to. Well, he was with up in. So he got to meet Cecil. So he and Dan were the two members of the old world-class bullshitters, and in Virginia Beach. Guess I'm closer to Joel Hastings. Okay, so there we go. Maybe that's where he's from
Virginia
originally.
Beach.
I don't know.
So they have beaches in Virginia.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I used to live in Fort Belvoir, Virginia there, dude. A little bit north of you. Back when it was the home of the civil engineers. It's no longer that. It's barely even. I wouldn't even consider it a military base anymore. It's mostly a civilian country club wank and spank kind of place now. But thought he was going to Olaf. Okay, there you go. But
he was just saying he thought I was going. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. No, it's not there. It's Osawatomie is where I'm going.
Yeah, that's
seeing
just
some family for
there.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just see south there. So if I remember correctly, he went to New York with him for WrestleMania, and then he came back to Cincinnati, and then like 3 days later we drove to Chicago. So and then he flew home from Chicago.
That's how you pronounce it. Chicago.
Yeah, the beaches in Virginia. Well, that part, Virginia, I mean, Delaware, Maryland, Atlantic City, New Jersey, the water's just not warm enough. North Carolina gets a little bit better, but man, you get down into Georgia and Florida and it's like, oh.
The only beach I've been to is South Padre. It was nice, but I didn't feel like going to water. I sat the whole time while everybody else was playing in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, it's been, I think it was 2010 when we did in Philadelphia, we had a reunion for my high school, because I graduated in Germany, but we were in, where was it? Emerald Isle, North Carolina, which is near Wilmington. And I went across the Chesapeake Bay bridge, and then that strip of Virginia that's on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay. I drove that whole length of that thing. Boy, that's a whole lot of nothing. I don't know if the ground gets more than 10 feet above sea level either. It's pretty flat. It's like one good hurricane and this whole thing's gone. It's so bizarre. It's really, really flat.
You need another Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah. And there's a section, I'm looking at a map right now. There's a section where there's a railroad. Yeah, right there. There's a railroad that comes in at Cape Charles, and then you basically the railroad stays straight, but the road goes back and forth over it. It's like you come in, one town's on one side of the railroad and one town's on the other side. And so you cross over the railroad tracks, get to that town, you cross over the next. it's so bizarre. And then you get to, was it Delaware? It may have been Delaware. I don't think it was Virginia, Maryland. I think it was Maryland, Delaware state line. It was a really bizarre area. Really bizarre.
Bizarre.
Outer Banks, OBX. Yeah. Because I think that was more Delmar. Yeah. Delaware.
Was it a lot of crackheads or something?
No, it was just a very strange intersection because you've got the state line. It's like, one state would have its liquor stores, like, it would be like, and I don't remember which was which, but it's like a foot and a half over the state line. There was, something like that. It was, good grief. It's been 9 years ago.
By that much.
I went to a gas station, like a rest stop, and it was like half in Virginia and half in North Carolina. And they
I think I've heard about that.
They had a huge line in the middle of the store, and there was 2 like checkout counters. And on the North Carolina side, there was fireworks, liquor, all kinds of stuff. And then on the Virginia side, it was like mugs and hats and things.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at this intersection I went through, which is really weird. So in Delaware, okay, you have Wawa. You know what Wawa is?
No.
Yeah.
Wawa, it's really good coffee place, basically. It's like a 7-Eleven. Do what?
Mm-hmm.
Tab, do you have a Sheetz?
The what?
Like, you have a Sheetz gas station?
No.
Oh, it's like a super fancy gas station that you can get gas and food and.
Oh, okay, like a Buc-ee's then.
Yeah, the Wawa.
Okay.
We're talking about the Wawa.
Right here, so sure.
Yeah.
The
WAW. Well, but it's right across the state line. Okay, it's not like a foot and a half. It's a little bit more in. It's maybe 200 yards into Delaware.
I was going to say 2 foot.
Tax-free liquors. It's right there. So I wonder if they got all kinds of stories about people going across the Maryland state line and getting into Delaware and buying their liquor, and they go across, and when they come back, the cops are pulling them over and busting them, bouncing their heads off the pavement and stuff.
Just the pavement. No drywall.
I used to hear all kinds of stories about people going over across the river, especially when in Ohio you couldn't get beer that was over 10%, and you go to this. There's there's a couple of them, but the big one is called the Party Source. It's like a liquor superstore. Like this is the Isle of bourbon, and this is the Isle of Kentucky bourbon. And people saying, "Oh yeah, you go there, and when you come across the state troopers will pull you over and because you didn't pay your taxes." And I'm like, name one person that's happened to. Just one. I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Used to buy stuff there all the damn time, especially when I was working downtown at first I was working right on the river in was it Whitman Hart, and then as a AAA downtown. There were times I would just leave work, go over there, buy whatever, and then drive home. It's like, you guys are idiots.
Get some booze.
Well, a lot of it you couldn't get. Well, heck, I went at lunchtime when Dogfish had 120 IPA when it was 18%. And was hard to get because I only made it once a year. They would literally have like 30 bottles, and that would be it. They would announce on Twitter, and I went over. It's like, we'll be on the shelf at 1:00, and I told my boss I'm going to lunch late, and that's where I went. And yeah, I went across, and it was a limit 2, and it's like $8 a bottle, 12 ounces, and we're all looking at it. The guy comes out with the box, and we all kind of were standing around. We just kind of saw who went where. He put it all on there, and then we just each in turn just took our 2 bottles off, and that was it. They were all gone.
Damn.
But now it's 16.5. They make it more often. I don't think it's as good, but
maybe Disney should start putting liquor in their toys and stuff products. Hopefully they'll start selling again. Maybe. The what?
And we're back to Disney.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm just like thinking, like, man, if beer bottle or booze bottle or whiskey or whatever moves that fast, you know, someone's jealous. Disney be like, why can't we do that good? Because you suck. Sorry. Anyway, back to your beer stories or your booze stories. You booze hound.
I don't know what what were you talking about? I don't even know what the hell you guys were talking
No,
about.
I said that Disney wishes they moved as much those bottles. They wish they
Oh.
moved their products as fast as those bottles went. The ones you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, to be gone that quick, just standing there waiting, like.
Right. Well, and I had some 2018, some that's not very old, and I don't think it aged well. And I've had some that's been 4 or 5 years old, and it's much better. But could be I'm just getting old, and my taste buds don't work
Probably.
no good.
You're old.
I see you there, Etap Wakuian.
Where is he in your house?
No,
No.
posting on Facebook just now.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Just posting. I don't know.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
I'm not gonna stop.
He's
him.
got some meme with a black kid crying.
Oh, I think I know. Is that one where it's like Star Wars? Is that you or something like that?
No, taking date back home. Oh,
I saw a good one where I guess the black guy had his white girlfriend over and says, "Now she heard you saying she ain't got how she gonna eat without a mouth, so we're gonna leave." Yeah, it was funny as hell. Where I saw that, I don't remember.
what in the world? 3 movies in and she is training. What?
Who's training?
Ray and D0. Christopher Baca posted World Class
Bubba Hot.
Bullshitters fan page. Huh? Baca?
No, I was reading Prime Movers comment. Sorry.
Bubba Hotep. Oh, that's a good movie. Right? In that?
Is that a movie? I thought it was alcohol.
No. Isn't that a movie with what am I thinking of? I thought that was a movie with Bruce Campbell.
I couldn't tell you.
Bubba Hotep, Bruce Campbell,
He sent you the email.
O.C. Jones.
O.C. Jones. I don't know about your old movies. You're from the 30s, man.
2002.
The only one I know about is from Gone with the Wind. That's the oldest movie I know about. And The Four Feathers, which is a good movie, by the way. Both of them. Far better than that Heath Ledger one.
All right, man, I got it. I will yeah, we normally start about 8:30 and
No,
or 23:30 20 I'll get it out right yet. 20-30 hours. And or actually a little bit before then. I'll send you before we go live and talk.
We are going live
Mm-hmm.
and to discuss the topics, and then that's it. And then I bitch and moan about Disney and their 10 million subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't wait till, I'm just saying, like, maybe give it another week. They're going to be talking about their 20 million subscribers and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, what I think once it gets past the honeymoon period, then it'll be Disney's subscriber count down 95%.
Mm-hmm. That's going to happen. I can't wait for that. Excuse me. I can't wait for that to happen. Because people are going to get tired. I mean, it's great to see some of these old stuff and stuff you really don't get a chance to see. But it's going to fade. It's like a fad. It's going to go away. People are going to get tired and want to watch something else. And some of these movies you can find like at a movie trader company or something, at some secondhand market store. And that way you'll have a physical copy of it. And I'm sure some of them are somewhere on YouTube. Like I know a site where I could watch cartoons at for free. You can't get anywhere else. I won't say the name because I'm afraid they'll get taken down. Because Google's listening.
Right. It's cartoonsorus.com.
No, that's not it. Don't say it.
Well, speaking of cartoons, are you guys excited for Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Oh, hell no.
I didn't even see the first one.
Let's take a moment to, R.I.P. Jeff and Dion and them, because one of their favorite franchises is getting stomped in the ground even more. It's bad enough they have one bad one. Now there's a chance there's going to be 2 bad Beverly Hills Cop movies.
Yeah, I've never seen 3. It looked stupid, and the people I know that went and saw it said it was dumb, and I have never seen it.
Mm-hmm. I
I
think I
have
like the
refused.
second one was the best one for me. When Billy shows up, he's trying to be all badass. So he's got 2 shotguns and shit. But yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. Didn't care much for the third one. Didn't hate it as much, but I could understand why people don't like it.
Yeah. I know, man. I did that just for you. Prime mover. 20. Yeah. Dark 30.
There's a light beer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, light beer. Yeah. Speaking of which, let me dig that up really quickly.
About
And
the Beverly Hills Cop.
no. How can I see that? I think I have to go into the YouTube studio. I need to announce when this is going to be live because I don't think it was today.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
You're
this
in your
morning
YouTube studio.
it was the Neapolitan Milk Stout review on 9 a.m. on November 10th. My Miller Lite review goes live.
Wait, the 10th? November 10th?
Oh no, that's when I uploaded it. November 29th. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, like, it's already past that. Like, damn. He's going senile on us finally.
I can't read. Yeah, next Friday is Victory Brewing Golden Monkey review, and that one got struck immediately.
Of course.
I'm thinking because it says Golden Monkey. Because there's nothing in the description. I mean, Belgian style triple ale has delicate flavors and is aromatic. Victory's Brewing's Golden Monkey, blah blah blah. And
get some of that Spanish fly.
Yeah, December 6th is Samuel Smith's 30th anniversary winter. Welcome, which I got a fresh bottle of, and I was surprised. Mary Else got directed by Ryan Johnson. Yeah, that.
You know what? Funny. Next, you need to do a review on some of that Brass Monkey. Come on, Brass Monkey.
The Funky Monkey.
No, you never listen to the Beastie Boys?
That's one. That's in that was Brass Monkey.
Yeah,
that Funky Monkey. Isn't that what they say next?
I forget. It's been a while.
Yeah. See.
Directed by Ryan Johnson.
Ryan.
Beverly Hills Cop 4. They're gonna really subvert our expectations.
That's Ryan.
Rianne. What's up, Rianne? I wonder if people call him that to piss him off. They call him Rianne. Oh.
Why don't you spell your name right?
Right? I would call him just like Juicy Smoulier. You don't know how to spell. Just spell it with Jesse. I love calling. I'm calling them that from now on. That's what I've been calling them, and I'm doing it. I know I'm doing it because I was talking to my brother about it, and I thought about it. He heard what I said, and I said, "Yep, I'm at that point where I'll just say it naturally. I don't have to force it or anything. Just calling him Juicy Smoulier." Thank you, Dave Chappelle. Yeah. I needed that. November 2nd.
Yeah, I uploaded basically last Saturday. Was that Saturday or Sunday? Was that the 10th? The Sunday? Was that Sunday? I guess it was Sunday. Yeah, while I was cleaning up and crap, I was trying to get through all of my existing. I have so many beer reviews that I haven't even edited, and I got through 4 or 5 of them. I didn't even get through half of them. And I'm like, and I shot a few more on Saturday, and I want to try and shoot some more tomorrow. So, but there's my channel. I lost 3 subs this week too. Do what?
Damn. I said do a review again with the whole where there's 2 of you.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, I have another camera, small camera that is still. I don't even know where I got it. That might work a little better. Yeah, I don't know why my camera, even on fully manual settings, it's still adjusting goofily, and so it kind of gives it away. But yeah, I want to do something like that, some more like that. I actually want to get better at it. Where I actually converse with myself back and forth.
Yeah, you could be like what was his name on Jurassic Park when he was doing that little speech or whatever. He's talking to himself. He's like, I need a blood sample and all that stuff. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool to do. And then there's like 3 of you. Then there's 4 of you. Then there's 5. And then there's 3 dozers. 3 dogs.
That might be a bit tough. 2 eggs, 3 dozers and 2 eggs. But there's only 1 Toby.
Yep. You could
So,
do 2 Tobys.
yeah, I'm trying to get my daughter to join me in a couple more. She has some I think it's Korean, some Korean alcohol that she wants me to try, and I'm like, let's do a review of it. I won't try it until I'm on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then she didn't know. I looked it up, the stuff that she likes, and there's like 7 or 8 different flavors and stuff. So we might get several of them.
Well, like grape flavor or something.
It's kind of, yeah, it's not like a sake. I forget.
Maybe they'll have a raisin flavored drink someday.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
might be
get
tough.
some nasty shriveled up little fruit.
Well, heck, if they
turned
can
into
have prune juice, why
Well, there
can't
you
they
go.
have raisin juice?
raisin juice. But
Yeah.
people be like, isn't this just grape juice?
Yeah, but prunes are plums that are dried out.
Dried out.
How do you take a plum, dry it out, and then make a juice out of it? How does that work?
Science, man. Freaking
They soak it-
science.
Soak it in water and then chop it up. And somehow it maintains its ability to get you going. So I don't know. Jesse Smollett.
That's what I was reading just now.
Smollett.
Someone did a good meme where he's, the cat meme, whatever, that's 2 women. It's
Yeah,
like,
what the
I was
heck
in-
is that, by the way? What is
I
that
don't
from?
know. I have no idea what. I know the cat's like some kind of famous thing where they take pictures of it with food, but I don't know where
Oh.
those 2 chicks are from. But they did a good one where Juicy Smollett is all like, he's like, I was in a fight, and the cat's like, no, you weren't. He's like, you weren't there. He's like, neither were you. I was like, that was a good one. I was like
That's-
going out with his Subway sandwich and shit. Like how do you expect people to believe you were out there at 3 o'clock in the morning getting a Subway sandwich?
And
In
it
a
was like
blizzard?
5 degrees. Yeah.
Hell no.
Now, if he was a Popeyes, we would believe it.
Yeah, right.
But then there wouldn't be any, MAGA people running around.
Yeah.
Hey,
people-
Raiders of the Lost Flicks is live. Should we troll them before we go? Why do I hear a child?
That's
I've
Seth's
got a
daughter.
baby. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
You gonna mute?
Should,
You thought
should
you
we-
were hearing things again?
No. Yes.
You're having flashbacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Troll them? Nah. I mean,
There we
what are we
go.
gonna say?
Should we troll them?
What do you want to say? You want to put Epstein didn't kill himself?
Huh? Oh.
Epstein didn't kill himself, but
yeah.
put it backwards. Someone on the WCBS put it in backwards on their chat.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, because Jeff's trying to read it and then he realizes what it is.
Should I share the audio?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're a Mass Prime mover.
Yes, we are a mess.
And your sailor hat if you have it still.
There we go. What
Oh,
is
man,
the deal?
we're streaming.
Hopefully, no one gets has an epileptic seizure with
Seizure. The roll film back there.
Yeah. See, remember when MJ used to come on this show?
Well, she was attached to ETEP, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
They
is
weren't.
Cloudy.
They don't. She doesn't come separately. She
I
doesn't come
have.
separately.
I think I have those same pair of headphones that she's got, except mine are orange.
Ooh.
Let's
really
see.
down with the kids, huh? Like.
There's something that my daughter got me a while ago.
Mhm.
I didn't like them, and they're just sitting here. Hold on, where's my freaking camera? How do I turn this on? Can I do that?
I don't know. You tell me. Let me see them.
Wait a minute. How do I get myself? There we go. Don't those look kind of? Let me pull back. That's what she said.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Headphones is headphones as long as they work.
There's some kind of gamer phone.
Is that Turtle Beach?
I don't
Does it say
know.
Turtle?
And it's supposed to have, because I got it for doing this show actually, because it right here it's supposed to have something that's supposed to. This one, my daughter. Well, now she's back in the house again. Where's my camera? There it is. That is a microphone that's supposed to do noise cancellation and all this stuff, and it didn't work. And Jeff would be yelling at me, "Shut up, child! I'm late." Back in the days when they actually had me on every once in a while, as a real bullshitter, which has been like 2 years.
Yeah, you got knocked down.
I know.
Who was it that took over for you? Am I out of the show? Oh, there we go.
No,
For a second it just showed you were there. So anyway, no, what's her name? Jeff's girlfriend. I Can't remember any of them
No,
all.
well, that's recent. I mean, no, I used to be on last year and the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So let's leave a message.
Okay. Epstein did not kill himself.
Your
So we're streaming you, streaming
background
us.
is giving us a
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
How do you spell seizure?
SIEZ.
Is it IE or EI?
Fuck, I don't know. Can you, can I get a sailor hat? Is that what you're asking? Because I could try to get one. I go to my nearest surplus store.
Oh, wait a minute. I have this. Wait a minute. How?
What did you do?
And
What did you do?
I heard Melissa too did very well.
It did. It's got a higher
Let's see.
score than.
Did they say
Oh,
anything yet?
turn it.
No, I can
yeah,
listen
they're
to it
talking.
now.
Turn it off before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't go by the.
All right. Let me.
We are
close
so fucked. They're gonna flag us. We're gonna get flagged.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Alrighty then.
So, but no, Jesse Milestone. That's recent. That's just in Chicago. Although in Chicago, she's like, we need to do something on YouTube together. We never did. So.
Who?
But yes, Jesse Milestone, Jeff's girlfriend.
No, I didn't hear the name at first. Sorry.
Mindless Entertainment
Yeah.
and Mindless Bullshit, which they do a show every once in a while together.
Oh, they still do.
I thought they did one the other day.
Oh, I guess it's on her channel then. I guess.
I guess I don't know.
Wait, did
I
you
thought it-
comment?
Huh?
Did
you send the comment?
on it?
Yeah, I commented on there.
It's not on. It's not showing up.
What?
Just give it a sec.
It's not
What did you
showing
put
up.
in there?
Hold on. I said your background's giving us a seizure.
You suppose
Yeah,
you
I've been
put
watching it.
procedure.
There's nothing.
It might just not have uploaded yet. Give it its time.
No, it's been long enough that it should have. And I've got it
Okay.
on as me and on my other browser.
Mm-hmm.
Other people
Oh, and that's
comment.
audio tape. That's reel-to-reel audio tape.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is really funny.
Yeah, I can hear it in your laughter right now.
Here, let me not share it. I just have them on mute.
Told you we're gonna get flagged. Nothing.
I'm gonna say howdy.
Because
There we
Google.
go. Now that showed up. I think I see it as the fan cast, but I don't see it as. Huh.
We've been shadow banned.
Yep. Sure looks that way. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened to the fan cast.
You must have, because you're not showing up. Like, I can't see you in the chat.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
weird.
Screw it. That happened to me on the High Council when I asked something, I forget
Mhm.
what, and then, oh, Drunk 3PO. Hey, did you guys enjoy The Mandalorian? There you go. Tell Drunk 3PO.
Yes, Drunk 3PO. I enjoyed it. I liked it very much. I will see how it goes. I hope it stays good. Because I'm sure some people are scared of the whole. It'll be was a SJW towards the end, but I'm enjoying it so far.
All right.
Can you see what I commented on it? Or you
Yeah.
guys still on it?
Stream snipe from the
Stream start.
Can you see my comment?
Oh, there it is.
That's some
That's
background.
Yeah.
Yes, Drunk 3PO. TapAndDie's the only one that's seen it of the three of us, and he liked it and the like. So, but
Wow.
welcome to the
Feel
chat.
good. Drunk 3PO
dude.
is here. He's so cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool name, Drunk 3PO.
I gotta close that.
That sounds like something Cecil would say, come up with. Like, that should be his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
because he
follow
loved.
him
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And
he's taller than Jeremy, right? He's like 6'4", if I remember correctly.
from what I hear, there's a lot of tall
6'4",
people out there on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, because I thought, didn't he and Jeremy do a stream? Something.
Yeah, they
A
went
while
to
ago?
Galaxy's Edge, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Jeremy was taller than I thought he was when I met him. I was like, hey, you're about 6 feet tall.
Well, he thought he was shorter.
Yeah, well, you
I mean, I
can't
thought
tell.
so too. I mean, I never hear him talk about how tall he is, but then I hear,
Yeah.
I mean, you see him on the sitting down most of the time, and I have
Yeah.
nothing to reference, so I
Well,
wouldn't
dude,
have known.
Go look at a lot of my fitness videos, and I'm doing supplement reviews and all that stuff, and people are like,
Wow.
bro, you do even lift? It's like they don't. It's because I'm not 250 pounds, right? Then I would look a lot bigger,
You
but
need
I'd
to
have
do
to
some
eat a hell of a lot
squats.
more. Yeah, I do need to do some
You
squats.
need to be Gal Gadot's
And
teacher.
and Perfect opened today, and I have to patrol Sunday morning, and it's like I've been screwing around with my fitness for the last couple months. I've been a lazy bum, and so I'm gonna really regret it come Sunday. So I gotta do something tomorrow, upper body tomorrow. Maybe I might go and do some Romanian deadlifts and stuff to get my hamstrings all loosened up and ready for Sunday.
Well, there you go.
There we
Go
go.
out patrolling.
There we go. All right. Anybody got anything else? I'm about to fall asleep.
No, I got nothing.
All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. The Hall of Fame is someone whose name I can't pronounce.
Is another Japanese?
No, she's like a Bulgarian or something. Romanian.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Catrinel Menghia, I guess. I don't know.
Call her.
But her name and
Just say the Bulgarian chick.
her name and peculiarities are in the description, as well as she's on the thumbnail. She's the woman on the thumbnail. The show started at 9 p.m. Do you wear a watch? Have a clock? it's anyway. Yeah, I normally will start at 8:30 or whatever. I don't know. I mean, 9 o'clock might work.
Yeah, we were late today.
We were late
That's
today.
why, because I was not home.
And the Hall of Fame is something that was started by Kendo, and it's just kind of a goofy ass thing we continue on, although the thumbnails don't have nearly as many women in them as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
But and I don't know if it's better or worse. But the first year this channel was growing, and we'd had a lot of people from CBS that were actually on the show as well. We had Oggs for president on here for a long time, and Eddie Cantillo, you do see make comments in the fan page, but I don't know when he listens or whatever. So, All right, guys, thanks everybody for joining us in the chat. Junk 3PO, Prime Mover, a lot of them aren't here anymore. Fatal J came by for a little bit, and thanks a lot. And Eric Ward even made an appearance. That was awesome.
I know, right?
You guys got anything? So go ahead, Appalachian American, start closing us out.
Oh, I got nothing really to say.
All right.
Just don't spend money on Disney Plus.
All right, Tappy.
Okay, so I'm the opposite. Spend all your money on Disney Plus. Give them your blood, your firstborn child, everything.
Encourage better content.
Exactly.
And don't forget, this summer, Rob Schneider
is a stapler.
Is a stapler in Home Depot. Rated R.
You couldn't say Office Max or something?
No, they're going to. Yeah, Disney Pictures presents Home Depot, a Star Wars story. Rated R. All right.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody, and good night.
Thanks, guys.
All right.